So you want to be an IGL. Welcome to part 2 of the series, where in this video we will go over the importance of and how to put together a team. Without a team, you're going to make scaling the ranks in any game that much more difficult. Scaling the ranks solo often takes longer than building chemistry with the few teammates you meet or friends you already have. To scale the ranks solo anyways, you have to know the game inside out and more so that you're able to pick up the slack of the random teammates you come across. This knowledge one must have, and the determination as well, in order to succeed in the game solo, should easily be pushed towards finding some teammates and building up that chemistry so that it makes your games that much easier. It takes away the randomness of who may be on your left and right. It creates more stability for every match, and at the same time you get to build relationships with people and make memories together. Another thing I like to keep in mind, referring to the last video where I spoke of the solo queue god Shiv, is that he grouped up with other solo guys for the ALGS, and I can't think of one time they won the entire event. You're putting yourself at a significant disadvantage by not playing with a consistent team, as this can help you reach new heights together. Now, for many of you who have found this series, I imagine I don't have to continue to try and persuade you on the importance of finding a team. After all, you must have clicked on the video to learn how to lead a team in the first place. Forgive me. To find teammates who are ready to grind ranked, there are discords for every game possible. Apex has thousands of players on Discord. Valorant, I'm sure, has the same amount if not more. COD has a fair amount of people on Discord as well. From what I have gathered, Discord is the place to get a team together. Not every person you come across is gonna be a fit for you, which ties into the next video, chemistry. Make sure the teammates you come across are knowledgeable of the game, are sweaty regardless of their talent, as in they just love to play the game, and make sure they are humble enough to learn things. Cocky teammates tend to be good at the game, else they wouldn't be that way, right? But if they're playing with you, you guys are all around the same playing field, I could bet, and as you begin to learn more and become better and more confident as an IGL, these players are not going to be ready to learn and will in turn affect you and your teammates by being stubborn. Just take note of that. With finding teammates, you can either go the casual route and sort of make things fall into place or just happen, or you can make it like an interviewing process that seems professional. If you are smooth enough to pull it off, it is best to just let it all happen smoothly. That is what I had done every time with Apex. I learned early on that being too upfront about your intentions can deter some players who prefer a more casual approach to ranked games. I would just find people to play with, and if things were popping off and we were vibing, I would try to befriend them. I'd tell them how good they are, I'd say I love playing with them, and talk about playing more the next day and grind together. Even though I have the big picture of what I want to do, I do not make it clear, and then everything comes together smoothly. When trying out potential teammates, play a few games together to see how well you mesh. If you're going the professional way, be upfront about your expectations for the team and gauge their commitment to improving and climbing the ranks. Also, if going the professional route, when you're searching for people on Discord, you should make it clear you're looking for some teammates to grind with. Regardless of if your approach is casual or professional, you need to remember, comms are key. Make sure everyone is comfortable discussing strategies, tactics, and feedback. Make sure you're paying attention to their style and comms while you feel a couple games out with them. Lastly, I did not do this as I went the casual route, but consider creating a team schedule that outlines playtimes and opportunities for reviewing past matches to ensure everyone is on the same page and dedicated to the team's success. Don't be afraid either of being selective of who you spend time with. If you learn after just one game a dude's bum, do the honor of letting him know the compatibility isn't there, or just say you're going to take a break. Do not waste time. Lastly, make sure your team is balanced in roles and skill sets. This is something you have to pay attention to now in order to flourish when it comes to the third fundamental, creating a plan. A strong team consists of players with diverse roles and skill sets. For example, FPS games typically need an entry fragger, a support player, a sniper, and a lurker. In MOBA games, you might need a carry, a mid laner, a support, an off laner, and a jungler. In strategy games, players could specialize in resource management, scouting, or combat tactics. Regardless of the game genre, everyone has a responsibility on the team. Make sure that those are clear. When putting your team together, consider each player's strengths and weaknesses. Look for players who excel in their respective roles and contribute to the team's overall success. It's essential to have a mix of experienced and inexperienced players, as the former can provide guidance and mentorship, while the latter can bring fresh ideas. If you are the IGL, you know your game well, and you're fit for the task, you being the only experienced one could actually benefit you in the long run, as the teammates you select will cater to your playstyle and evolve around you. There are pros and cons to having a team full of experienced guys and what I have just explained. One pro of having experienced players is that they can share their wealth of knowledge and help the team quickly adapt to new strategies and situations. On the other hand, a con could be that experienced players might have set ways of playing or communicating, which could make it more challenging to build a cohesive team. On the flip side, having a mix of experienced and less experienced players can create a more dynamic and adaptable team environment. So in this video, we discussed the importance of putting together a team, finding the right teammates on platforms like Discord, and ensuring open communication and a balance of roles and skill sets within the team. Remember to stay humble, be adaptable in your approach, and create an environment that fosters growth and camaraderie among your teammates. If you're interested in this series and want to become the one to bring you and your friends to the top, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This way, I know you want more and you won't miss the next video. Also, if you want to ask questions or add something to this video, feel free to let me know in the comments and it would be my pleasure to get back to you. Cheers.